Hello everyone, this is Wednesday, November the 24th, 2025. It is 10:30 a.m. and we have a current temperature of 3 degrees Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit. Alright, I'm going to do this walk downtown today. Might go down by the waterfront area where it used to be the tourist area. We'll just see what it looks like this morning. I don't think there's going to be too much. There won't be much for tourists down here today. It's kind of a cold morning. But it might surprise me. It might turn out to be more people here than I thought. I'm not expecting to see much going on down here, but you never know. The water's a lot calmer than it was yesterday. Well, we'll take a walk through here and see what it looks like. Looks like the sun is coming out a little bit on the other side here. I guess they had to salt this morning. It was slippery. We got a little dust of snow overnight, and most of it's pretty well gone now. They didn't want somebody falling on this stuff, so they salted it. The sun's out. Here comes the sun. I guess I can't do the Beatles that good, so. Yes, a cold day today. Well, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it could be. Yeah, back into the sun again. Good. I like the sunshine. That building over here is coming right along. That's going to be a school for teaching people about building boats and stuff like that. Boat school expansion. Well, we take a little look around down here, and then we'll see what we want to do after that, okay? There's what the finished product is going to look like right there. Okay, there it is. It looks like the Navy boat over there got a paint job. It looks really quite fresh. It looks pretty good. I don't know how far I'll go down through here before I do something different, but we'll go for a ways. I can tell you one thing, tourist season is over. I don't think we'll see any more cruise ships this year, but I don't know. Maybe. But I doubt it. It feels like it's over for this year. You know, I've never gone into this restaurant up here. It's a restaurant up, just go up those stairs, and I think the price is pretty good. You get all-day breakfast for $7. 2 eggs with bacon and toast for $7.49. That's like unheard of. Coffee, $2, $1.99. Like really, those are insane prices compared to today's prices. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. 2-piece fish and chips for $11.99. Have to try that out one day before too long. Coffee's only $2. Tim Horton can't sell coffee that cheap. I can feel more wind as I get down to Finn. I might change my course. You know, wind is the enemy of video making. It makes a lot of noise in your microphone, so I try to avoid it as much as I can. Not always possible. At least there's no rain today. The sky is clearing. See, there's some blue sky up there. Sky is clearing and no rain in the forecast. I'm not sure what this is going to be that they're doing here, setting up these little, I guess it's a Christmas market thing, like, I think that's what it is. I think they have that every year at Christmas time. I'm not going down that way any further. I'm going to cut out through here. There's nothing to see on the waterfront anymore. It's over. Yeah, these are going to be little vendor shops when this is all finished. I remember they had that last year and I think the year before as well. I think I can get out here onto the street as far as I know. I think. I hope. Maybe. Don't see a doorway yet. There might not be any way out here. No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. There's one little spot over here. I think I can get out too. I think I can get out right over here. Well, we had a look at it anyway. Now we'll try to get out through here if we can. Oh yeah, we can get out. They got it fenced off, but I can make my escape here. Okay. Well, this project right here is finally above the ground. That's good. It's a big, going to be a pretty good sized construction job, isn't it? Got 2 cranes up here. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I know it's going to be condos, maybe some apartments, and Maybe some stores in the bottom. More than likely there will be. This is a good spot right here for food places and coffee and all that kind of stuff. I am on lower water, but I'm not going to stay here too long. I'm going to go up the hill. This could be one of these days where I'm just going to go wherever I feel like going. Oh, somebody knocked that over, or the wind blew it over or something. Broke the battery right off it. Well, we'll get across the crossway here if I can. And go up the hill probably. Look at these trees. There's hardly a leaf on them now. Look at that. Would you believe me if I said summer's over? Oh well, we might as well embrace the snow as holler about it, because there is beauty in it. It's not that I don't like the snow, it's just that I find the winter cold, like a good many people. We like the beauty of it, but we don't like the cold. I got my winter jacket on today, and I don't feel any wind through it. I'm warm, nice and warm today. Want to see down in the hole? Okay, I'll walk over. And we'll stand right over here and we'll have a look down. See what we can see. There we go. Wow, that's a long ways down. Let me see, about one, two, three, four. It's about 4 stories below the ground. So, if that's any indication, it's going to be quite a tall building. Going down in the ground 4 stories. Well, there you can see it anyway. You have to see it through the fence, but anyway, that's it. We'll check on it later at another time to see what's coming along. I think the crosswalk's over there. It'd be better if I go over there. If I go over here, it'll be better because there's only one crosswalk. And this is it right here. If I push the button, I'll get a flashing lights and I'll be able to go. He almost missed the flashing light sign there. They tell him to wait. There's a lot of wind up here. You didn't feel it down on Water Street. It feels like a northwest wind right now. Somebody went and left the four-way on. Because nobody would park in a spot like that and leave the four-ways on. So they forgot them. I'm expecting some wind up here. Oh, look, a bakery cafe right here. Wow, lots of people in there too. Good. It's nice to have something right there. I was wondering when there was something in this building. There's a bakery cafe right on this end. Nice, but the wind wicked. If I get across it, I guess I can. And try to get out of this wind if I can. It's nice when you stay out of the wind. If you can do that, it's not a bad day. But anyway, I've got my parka up my hood, and I've got lots on that way, and it's not that bad for me. I feel sorry for anybody out here that don't have enough clothes on to keep warm. But for me, it's okay. This wind is just cleaning the leaves off the trees. Whatever was left is going fast. Got a few still left on there, but most of them are gone. Well, this is working our way along fall pretty good. Weather's changing, getting cold, getting ready for winter. Yeah, we'll keep on across there. Well, we'll see what spring garden looks like today. There's Winston Churchill right there. British friends might recognize him. Yes, it's a wild day. There's wind blowing everything all over the place. It's very, very wild day. Look at the leaves going across the street. Maybe I'll go over to the library, just take a little break over there, and we'll come back and get back at it again. Sounds like a good idea? Sure. Oh, no sense going across the crosswalk, there's a fence there. I can go diagonally, I suppose, up to there. Once the bus goes by and all that stuff. All right, we'll go to the library. The bus stop for me. How about that? There, heading towards the library, folks. I'm going to take a break right here. We're at 20 minutes in the video. Now I'm just going to turn everything off for a few minutes and go to the library. Alright, I'm going to add a little more to that other piece I had there because it was raining at the time and I stopped, but now it's not raining, so I'm going to continue with my video that I started. I'm just leaving the library right here in downtown Halifax on Spring Garden Road. Okay, there, well, I think I'll walk down Queen Street maybe today for ways. Why not, right? We'll walk down Queen Street and then we'll go west from here, and then when I get all done with the side streets, I'll come back on Spring Garden Road and finish up somewheres in the neighborhood. Well, it's a little cooler today. That's not bad, I guess. It's about the same as tomorrow. It's just that it's about the same as yesterday, and today is about the same temperature. But it clouded over. And now it's kind of cool. So I'll just I'll probably go to half an hour onto what I already got done. Probably make it good, about an hour long maybe. So we'll be somewhere in that vicinity. Yeah, I'll probably go down a couple of blocks and then we'll go west. Just passing Clyde Street. Yeah, I'll go down to next street will be a major intersection. Oh, somebody bent this all up. In case you wonder what I'm doing, I pull my coat zipper up a little bit there. It's a little cool. I hope to pull that up a little bit. As you can see, it's clouded over quite a little bit. One of the residences right there for Dalhousie University. I like this part of the city right here. Just kind of like from from going from the central area to the south end. I say south end starts right around here at Morris Street. Corner of Morris and Green. Now, there's no traffic lights here, so I just gotta go across. And hopefully nobody runs over me. You know what's really weird? Almost all the trees have no leaves on them, except the street. What's with that? We got the trees here, it's got all the leaves on them still. I'm not sure. Indoor parking available. I think I'll make a right here. Oh, I see no lights. Okay, I'm just gonna go because there's no lights. That's why that's going on. The lights are all malfunctioning here. No, he didn't even stop. Wow. I guess I might as well go. There's nobody here. All right, we'll go down the hill. That has to be one of the oldest churches in this city right there. When I come back up the hill, I'm going to stop to see what the date is on it, because I can't read it from here. It's right at the bottom. So I'll check that when we come back up the hill. That's got to be one of the oldest ones. I know of two that was built in 1749, and one says they were the oldest church here, so that must have been back around that time when that got built. Maybe they just had better upkeep of the building than that one. Maybe, perhaps that might be it. But we'll check on it when I come back up the hill. I know it's in very bad shape. Fort Massey United Church. Everyone welcome, no exception. Sunday services, 10:30 a.m. Okay, we'll check it out when we come back up. I know where this goes down here. I'm going to go down as far as the little plaza, or whatever it is. I think there's a Sobeys and a liquor store is about it. We'll go down the hill as far as that. Then I'll come up the other side and we'll stop and see what the date was on that building. I know I'm not the only one interested in old buildings and what dates on them. There's many old buildings in the city. And I kind of like to tell you the date of them if I can find it. All right, down the bottom of the hill. There's not too much down here. We'll walk as far as the Sobeys, and I think Sobeys and liquor stores are all in one building, I think. No, maybe two buildings. Yeah, Sobeys is over here, and they have Rochelle Berry Health and Wellness, and over here you have the liquor store. We are in the south end now. I've been on this corner before where the UPS store is. Well, it's been a while, and maybe people who are watching this now, maybe you're new. You haven't seen this area before. This is like the southwest corner of downtown. We'll cross the street up here, go up the other side, and then we'll take some side streets from there. It's a nice area. I like the south end. South end is very nice. Very nice place to live. This is what they in Ontario what they call a parquet. You got like a corner of two intersections and a couple of benches and some trees and that kind of thing. I don't think they've got the name Parquet here. That's what you call them in Toronto, parquets. Well, I'm going to get my exercise day. We got a nice steep hill here. Oh, that building's getting a makeover. Another building under construction right over there. Kent Street again. And that church, I'm just going to stop and get the date on that when we go by. We'll see when it was built. I know it don't look to be in very good condition, but apparently they still use it. North Point Properties. I am at 1143 Queen Street. Looks like a British Columbia car right there. We see a few of them around here. We see more Ontario probably than anything. That's an American plate. Land of Lincoln. Not sure what state it is, but I like that sign, how they worded that. Everyone welcome, no exceptions. Because they say everyone welcome on all churches. But I can tell you, not all churches are welcoming. Oh, they welcome a lot of people, but they don't welcome everybody. Now, this church here was built in 1871, and it is a provincial heritage property. Okay, so it is a 1871, so it's over 100 years old. So if you don't keep them up, that's what they turned into. But it is still a church, and it's still operating. Let's go this way, since they already walked down that street. Yes, I know of, I think I met this gentleman before standing down here. I think he's the caretaker of this church, as far as I know. I believe he is the caretaker of the church. Wow, I got 20 minutes already, and I did half a video, and then I went to the library. So, and took a little break, came back out, and decided to do the rest. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I walk over an hour and don't stop. You think that's pretty cute, that little door right there? I think so. I hope there's a side street down here because I don't want to walk all the way down to the bottom. I could if I wanted to, but a little bit of construction down there at the bottom. If there's a crossroads from here, that would be wonderful, but maybe not. We'll see. Well, what a great fall day it is, eh? There's no rain. It looks like it could rain, but so far, no rain. We'll hope it doesn't rain today. Don't want any rain. There goes the guy said in his bottles he's on roller skates. That's amazing. That was funny. First time I've ever seen anybody with a whole bunch of bags of cans and their on razor blade. I mean, roller blades. Yeah, that was like the second bunch coming. Wow, that's the way to get around, I guess, with them. Oh, I can go right through here. Look at this. We'll walk right through this alley. I don't think I've ever done it before. First time. First time I ever walked through here, I think. Just a little alleyway if you had to get from that street to this one. Well, let's see. Might get a side street up here, maybe. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot and see if we can make a right turn up here. Yes, I think there's a street up here. It just didn't go all the way through. We'll take that. You can tell this is a very old part of the city. A lot of older type buildings. And that church was very old. And what did it say, 1918? 1918, I think it said. It's over 100 years old. 107 years old, to be exact. So I can just imagine a lot of these buildings here might have been here. The older ones. Now some of them had work done to them and you wouldn't realize how old they are, but this is probably a very busy part of the city back then. All three churches seem to be in a close proximity to each other. You had the United Church back there, and just down the hill on Barrington Street, you have the Catholic. Oh, sorry, just up the hill on Barrington at Spring Garden is the Catholic Church, and the Anglican Church is between down here. If you go to Barrington, make a left, you'll come to it very shortly. Farther up is the Catholic Church. And down here was the United Church. This street right here in midsummer is like an oasis. If you're walking around and you're really hot from the summer, all these trees provide lots of shade on the street in the summertime. It's a one-way street. You can't go down it. You have to come back this way. But if you're walking, of course, you can walk either side, either direction. But if you're driving, you have to come up from down there. Very nice little street. Sidewalk closed. Across here. Oh, I think it's got construction going on down there. That's what it is. Yes, there's construction right on that corner. Well, this is kind of nice to explore this. This is Church Street, by the way. Okay, if you want to know what street I'm on, it's Church Street. Very nice street. The houses are all beautiful. Most of them well maintained. This one's just getting a bunch of work done to it right here. Kind of a bit of a dense area right here. But oh yeah, lots of buildings in this little area right here. You've got one over there, one here, then you got another one right there. It's got two buildings. And one down there. You've got a lot of apartments right in this little area. All right, we get back over here to Morris Street. I might just walk up Morris Street and over to Spring Garden Road. Take a little break there, and then maybe hang out a little bit and then go home. See the harbor right over there at the end of the street? Morris Street. Okay. We'll go straight down the street instead of, if I go up that way, it'll take me back to the library where I started my video, or where I started the second half, I should say. I turned it off and went in the library. So, anyways, we'll go down Morris Street, and we'll cross over at some point to Spring Garden Road, and we'll come back up. And I'll probably finish my video somewhere around Tim Hortons on Spring Garden Road. That sure looks like it was a church at one time, right there. For sure it would have been. But it's been turned into apartments, I guess, by the look of it. But that definitely is a part of a church. That's what I should have for our building. We got a We have a weird apartment building. You go down the driveway to go in the underground parking, you have to make a 90-degree turn, and as soon as you make that turn to underneath, you have to make another 90-degree turn. Not the best if you got a large car. We don't have a super large car, but it's quite big. Put it this way, you can't drive down the ramp and drive right in. You have to back up, and you have to do that a couple times. You back up and get yourself adjusted so you can make it into the building. Okay, we'll continue on down Moore Street, and then we'll go up to, maybe we'll go right down to the end, then we'll go up from there to Spring Garden Road after that, okay? Oops. Wow, a lot of buses stop at this one. Look at all the numbers. 90, 135, 136, 159, 37, 38, 58, and on. So we got 8, 9, 10 different buses stop right there. Wow, they're well served, I'd say. Where I live in Lower Sackville, I got one bus. That's it. Don't get a whole bunch of buses. You get one bus. Chinese restaurant there. See Cantonese on the menu. St. Mary's Elementary School. It's kind of a small school right there, but serves the neighborhood, I guess. Look, there's berries on this tree. Can you see them? And here's Dresden Row. I'm going to walk right past it. Another nice street with trees on it. Great in the summer. Have these trees all over your streets here. Yeah, lots of shade. Look at this sidewalk. No exit down that street. It's a dead-end street. Well, we're going to have a good length video when we get done today. Brenton Street, right here. We'll take you right up to Spring Garden, but I'm going to go just to the end here, the next block. Tomorrow is a special day for me because every year since I retired, I said when I was working, I said when I retire, I'm going to donate some time to, when you go into malls at Christmas time and you see those Salvation Army kettles collecting money to help people out at Christmas time. I said, I'm going to do that when I retire. And I haven't failed. I've done it every year since I retired. I've been retired 7 years now. I've done it every year. And I'll be starting it this Friday. That's why I gotta watch how I do my videos so I can leave myself enough time. I'm gonna be only doing that 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it's just a couple of hours each time because other people come along and take over after you put in your time there. So. But it really does help. So if you're walking by those kettles, don't forget, if you got any spare money, stop and put some in. It goes to a good cause. A lot of children and families that don't have, they're barely getting by. Right now it's even worse than it was 7 or 8 years ago. The economy is we've gone crazy. The prices are so high on everything. It's almost a luxury to go have a coffee in a restaurant, really. But that's the way it is. So anyway, be kind. Donate something. Even if you're not rich, you can put in a toonie or something. It all adds up. If you're well off, can give more, that's great. Some people do. There's some people save their money all year and they come in.
Yeah, I just thought that they came out with.
And they've got like a great big container full of change. And they bring it in at Christmas time. And they've been saving it all year. All right. Next block is Spring Garden. Yes, I'm 40 minutes on this part of the video, plus the other part. So that's going to be good. I'm going to have a nice long video for you folks. Yeah. If you get tired of those shorter ones, you'll have something to keep you busy for a while. Looking at these long video. I won't do this all the time, but once in a while I like to make a really long one. There we are, Spring Garden Road up here at the corner. And there's the entrance to the park where we went so many times in the summer, walking through there. The Halifax Public Gardens. Right over there, where the iron gates are. But I'm not doing that today. I've already done a long walk, and I'm not going to go near the park today. I promise I won't. Okay, I'm going. We got a yellow light. I'm going. That's close enough. I'll beat the rush across the intersection here. There we go. Now we're just going to go down Spring Garden to Tim Hortons and relax there for a while. And then I'll go home. Yeah. I see 41 minutes on this piece. The other one I think had about 25 maybe. So you're going to have a nice long video with these two pieces. There's Park Lane. It's kind of like a little plaza in there. Not a whole lot in there, but it is a plaza. Small one, but okay. I'm getting close to Tim Hortons, so I'm going to stop right here because I got to pack up my stuff before I head in there. So I hope you enjoyed this walk around, this video, on this kind of cloudy day. Sun was out, but not now. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're not yet a subscriber, just push that subscribe button. It'll help to grow the channel. And we want to keep going, getting more subscribers and more, oh, sorry about that. And with that, I hope you're having a really great day. Take care, be safe. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.